Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to get the show 2 hours late on the way, but we're here. We're vibing. I've been a little sick the past couple days, so that's why I haven't streamed, but we're back. Yeah, I got a new kitty. Maybe I'll bring her on stream. Oh, this needs to be on. Hello. Hello, world. Let's bring it down a little bit, too. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do the Titi thing. Oh, I was supposed to bring this up while that was playing. Give me one moment to bring the volume on. Da di da di da. This one. All right. So yeah, we're gonna push through and get this event underway. I don't believe. Okay, so we only got like, I think like 2 more actual levels. So. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. This is the true harp of Curasiria. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought earlier. Like, she was like, the strings or whatever, the burden beasts were making up the strings, and she was playing it expecting a tune, but nothing came out on the fence earlier. So the priestess of Endymion reaches out her hand to brush away the corner of the fence, running along the burden beast pasture, pulling out a few overgrown blades of grass, revealing a harp built into the fence itself. The simple instrument has nearly become one with the pasture. Not far away, the burden beasts leisurely munch on radishes the priestess had brought along, humming in satisfaction. Its coloration has darkened. The paint on the base is mottled, and while the decorative elements are still there, their surfaces have burden beast bite and hoof polishing marks. The whole thing looks like an ornament in the corner of a field. I shouldn't question you, but I find it rather hard to believe. You are a specialist in your field, and no doubt have repertoire of techniques and standards to confirm it. You may examine it in detail. If you say so. The wood used for the harp's body is definitely from the firs that grow near the site of old Athenius. As for its design, it's simpler than the one I brought. The strings are far too new, though. These are metal strings, only popularized in the last few years. The original strings snapped a long time ago. I replaced them recently. I'd also tried using traditional beast gut strings, but no matter the type, the result was always the same. Legend has it, the day old Athenius fell, Caressia's harp fell silent, never to sound again. Metal, beast gut. Once a month I would come here to try and play it, but I could never make it sing again. However you put it, it's the harp Caressia used. Assuming what you say is true, the Sargonians aren't occupying Minos anymore. Why keep it hidden in a field? Why, when I suggested holding the ceremony at the first temple, no, even before that, when this Astimus agreed to conduct the exchange for this relic, you're a priestess, you must have known. Why didn't you bring it out earlier? A harp that doesn't sing is merely a beautiful piece of wood. It can't be a fence. It can be a fence in a field or a toy for the bird and beast. But what it cannot be is the centerpiece around which to gather everyone together for a ceremony, celebrating the completion of a temple. This makes no sense. Even the fake we brought plays notes that move the soul. Which is why it is merely a fake, for as the heart before us, if you don't believe me, try it yourself. You may touch it, no need for reverence. I understand your hesitation. If you can make it sing, if you can create a miracle, then you may consider it the harp you brought along, and use it to complete your trade. I make you this promise as current keeper of the harp. I'm sorry, but I've got one more question. Why me? Sure, I need the real harp, but the first temple also needs it. I'm the priestess of Endymion Temple, Kyria Mashire. We are the hierophants of revelation. For people, we interpret dreams. Oh, she's like a dream reader. Decipher visions and divine the future. There's one of these in The Witcher 3, a hierophant. Sometimes we will offer some comforts on our own accord, but most times we will be passive, deferring to established facts and heroic wills. Words flow from my lips, but they are beyond my control, like how the things appearing before my eyes are not necessarily a pleasure to see. We might call coincidence fate, but when true fate approaches, all our witticisms and pontification lose their meaning. Do I have the power to allow the sun to shine, the rivers to flow, to dictate all from high to low? Did she just rhyme? You carry the harp of Caressia, counterfeit though it may be, and it has appeared in Athenius. This can only be an omen. The events of the past few days stand as proof. But what is most important is your character. It is because you, and not your fellow countrymen, that I expect your spirit to resonate with the harp. First try singing heroic odes to it, try playing it, give your heart to it, and speak to it. Then perhaps you really will be able to make it sing, and bring about a miracle. She's finally gone. All that mysterious claptrap, sheesh. Sheesh. What, ready to play already? You really believe her? She is a priestess of Minos, and Pallas's friend. I doubt she'd lie about this. One moment. Also, if we really can bring a real harp to the ceremony at the first temple, it'll sure beat running all over Terra with a fake harp strapped to my back. It doesn't really matter if this true fate the priest speaks of, or if it's some kind of test to the Minoan people, but I have to give it a try. And how are you going to do that? All that, give your heart to it, bring about a miracle baloney. What's your methodology here? Let's start by playing it. I want to see if it makes a sound. It doesn't. Not good. No matter what I try, it only makes these dull sounds. I mean, bro, it's a fence. It's not a harp anymore. Like, what? Is the harp structure damaged? But this kind of handheld harp doesn't have a sound box. The issue is probably elsewhere. I've already tried adjusting the tension of the strings, but no effect. Could it be a problem with some delicate internal component? but I don't have any tools to take it apart, inspect it, and reassemble it right now. What a pain in the ass. I'm thinking we go back and stealing the fake harp. Worst comes to worst, I'll help you steal it. Stealing it doesn't mean having to trapeze around Terra. Well, we can still do that if you want. We can go to your Pepe girl for some funding. But now that the real harp is right in front of me, making that choice now would be like running away. We can call it a tactical relocation if you prefer. Ever since I was little, the heroes in the tales my father told me, they never ran away. These are her parents? They're a little light-skinned, right? Both of them. Just my bad luck having to take part in this worthless funeral. Oh, never mind, this is her funeral. A useless idiot who squandered every chance the Padasha gave him. This mongrel destroyed our family's reputation. One moment. I don't even think I can eat right now. I feel like shit. But we try anyway. We push through. Oh my god. Hey, not in front of the girl. What does it matter? I said all that to the man himself. All he did was smile, didn't even have the courage to talk back. Couldn't fight worth a damn and had zero skills in managing the family estates. He said he could appraise things, but he couldn't tell the good gems from bad. All he ever did was buy a pile of ancient Minoan books. Who knows if it was even worth anything. Oh, so maybe her father has the texts that they're looking for. All he did was think about useless things like that. Maybe he had the sort of romantic soul the poets sing of. Romantic, save it. Would you rather have romance or jewels? You're asking me. It's not like I'm a poet myself. To me, a giant jewel is an expression of romance. The day my father was buried, the nobles in the city spoke ill of him in front of me and my mother. Mother said we were an ancient Sargonian family, and that we had to maintain perfect decorum, so all I could do was maintain an appropriate expression on my face. I knew what they said may have been right, because he was a people pleaser through and through, someone who amounted to absolutely nothing. But I still don't want to hear them judge him as they pleased. The heroes of the Minoan tales, my father told me, were brave, never shirking from their duties. They would meet all sorts of obstacles on their journey, but they were always determined, forever confronting the challenges they had to confront. I never really knew why. My father, he was a weak man. Why did he love these stories? This passion of his, why did it never change him? Or how he treated people? I simply don't understand. Look, don't shoot the messenger here. But maybe some puny humans yearn for the things they don't have. Maybe. But I've always remembered how clear and steady his voice was as he told me these stories. I love these stories too. Those heroes, gentle, strong, resolute, always walking their own path. That's how I imagine them. There must be some greater purpose or ideal, otherwise I don't know what meaning there is in life. Hero must face fate bravely when it comes, and carry their own burden. Father stories always had lines like that. Those tales, COP, the heroes who suffered in silence, keeping her secrets, Caressia, heresies. I need to think of a way. Oh, look at that. Look how cute the cat looks when he's not being an asshole. Pretty much every cat ever, but still. As she sits out in the field, racking her brains, Titi falls into slumber. She dreams a dream where she is but 7 or 8. Her father was already ill at the time. With one cold hand, he held her, while with the other he flipped through a tome atop his knee, reciting from it. He never brought her children's books, or chose books specifically for her. He simply went with what he liked, but it didn't matter because Titi liked those stories too. Within those tales, the silent hero COP did not speak a word for 30 years. All to keep a secret. Caressia, refusing to perform for Outlanders, hangs her harp atop a laurel tree. Perhaps it is the filter of dreams at work, but her father seems to tower over her. The slightly stooped back of her memories now ramrod straight, his voice one of undeniable confidence. All of us have a chance to become a hero. When your duty falls upon you, you only need to take it up with courage, Titi. Really? Can I? How can you be so sure? It has been so long since she last saw her father, and she wants to ask him these questions, but it is only a dream, and it refuses to bend to her will. In the end, she cannot ask what she wished to ask. The gentle light of the twin moons falls upon the pasture and upon the girl. The land is painted in silver. A breeze blows, curling up the girl's ribbons, lifting the bird and beast's headscarves. Even the antiquated marred harp takes upon a gentle radiance under the moonlight. A teardrop slowly falls from the corner of Titi's eyes. It rolls onto the bushes, soon gone from sight. Falling asleep after all that yammering. She doesn't even wake me up. Puh. It seems the little girlie needs her beauty sleep too. Hey, what's with the crying? You're always all about that stiff upper lip, always saying you won't cry, and now you're letting me catch you in the act. I need some evidence for later. Terminal photo mode. How the hell do you use this thing? Press here. Nothing interesting about a crying girl. Forget it. I'll help you out, you crybaby. Call it payback for the free meals the past few days. If you wanted a miracle, right? Easy as proverbial pie. What's she gonna do? Oh, we're still not done. Dude, this character's really nice. I'm not like into these types of characters, but this one's just got a lot about her that's cool. Just like she's like a tamer with one of these things. She's got like all these snacks here. And there's a bunch of different animal references. I think it's cool with carrots and everything. Some real nice, like she looks like a PS2 character. Like I think that's what it is. She looks like a character from like a retro game. Some real nice weather we've got today. Gotta herd the bird and beast to the mountain pastures first. Then, since it's such a lovely day, I better repair the fence. What? The bird and beasts? How'd all the bird and beasts get out? Oh, TT, you fucked up. You took the fence out. Alright. Well, I can get you to level 70. It might be more worth to get the Titi to level 60 though. Yeah. I need kind of both. I don't think I bought the experience from the shop yet.
You spotted it, Doctor? That's a new variety I've been breeding. Do you like it?
What am I doing? It's here. I definitely need all the experience. In the skill books. I was running dangerously low on that stuff. Alright. I think my game crashed. Unfortunate.
Arknights.
Tired, Doctor?
Did you already come out with a module? Attacks deal arts damage. Heal them up to 60%. Plus an attack buff. Okay, so the first one gives you 60%. The attack buff doesn't change. What it does add, it adds this. When attacking stationary enemies, deals an additional 30% damage as arts damage. When deployed, sleeping enemies receive 40% per second. What is it right now? So you get an extra 10% here. You double this, and you add 10% to this. Oh my fucking god. Dude, what is going on? Nothing is going right.
Arknights.
I'm connected. This is the movement that does not yet exist.
Please don't glitch this time. Okay.
These are something like the artifact restoration tutorials I watched in Colombia. It looks easy when someone else does it, but the moment you try it yourself, you realize you have no idea where to even start.
Oh wait. AS7? For this Sunday. The fuck is Sunday AS7? Hold on. The adventure that cannot wait for the sun. That cannot wait for the sun. Okay. Where's that at? Don't fucking glitch. I swear to God, I've had enough of it already. I fucking lose my fucking mind. Oh wow, we gotta go so far. It's the Titi event. Well, at least I know. I think this is what causes it to glitch when I do that. So I'm gonna actually back out because every time I've done that, it's glitched. Alright. So I can E2 you. Americano beans, the best beans. What's been glitching is just the game, the player.
That is excellent CQC, but perhaps a little too dangerous.
I need as much metal as possible right now. I'm actually almost broke. That's not what I needed to click. Yeah, this glitch right here, it doesn't slide. Hold on. Okay, now it's working again. How many do I need? 3? I only have 4 of these left. I have 11 of these. So I have enough. I don't have enough to get Snow Hunter next, but we can farm it one time. We also want to get Blaze eventually, I think. Blaze Altar. Alright, so this is how you get the OP out of this, or the red shit. I need money. Alright, E2. Her E2 art is amazing, by the way.
Thank you for
Look
your
at that
help.
shit, dude. Oh my
I
god.
used to think of Rhodes Island as a
That shit's
simple
fucking
simple,
awesome.
but it's almost unreal. But it now seems
Oh, she gets a simulation too? Alright, hold on. I don't know. I really like her. I know it's like weird looking, but I do like how her legs look here. They look like they get thicker in this one though. She just looks so pretty with the makeup here. They took off her lipstick and her mascara. I'm gonna keep this one because it keeps her lipstick and mascara on for her portrait. Just look at Scotty if you think that weird. Alright, we can look at Scotty. You mean like her cowboy chaps that she has on? She literally have a vent. Yeah, these are like cowboy chaps. She's kind of got like a cowboy vibe a little bit. This is what cowboy, but granted, cowboys typically wear jeans under them. It's become kind of like, I don't mean to be mean, but it's kind of become something that like gay people wear as like fetish wear. Like they wear like these chaps that get their backside, leave their backside open. She's not a cowboy, she's a bounty hunter. Yeah. I don't know where they got their inspiration from, but she kind of has the silhouette of a cowboy. That's what I mean. Like she's like, this is like a cowboy hat, and like this would be like a robe that a cowboy would wear. Just looking at it from like the artistic like silhouette perspective, she has like the silhouette of a cowboy, which is similar to a bounty hunter. Is based off an orca. Yeah. Scotty's got some really good skins though, so it's really like, this one's really good. It's one of my favorite skins in the game. I don't know, it's got a lot of shit going on for it. It looks pretty. Like she's got food and shit. I don't know. This is one of my favorite skins in the game, to be honest with you. Scotty's got, and you got Scotty Alter too. Which Scotty Alter is like Scotty Alter's pretty peak. Especially because it's like an actual altar. It's not like Scotty Older. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the skins are like it's like Blaze but older. Like this is like Scotty from an alternative timeline, which we never get. We don't get this anymore. I wish we would have more alters like this, where they're from like a different timeline. Get really creative with it. Give them more lore. Oh, she was the first live 2D. Look at her squad leader, Alpinus, Mr. Big Dick himself. Yeah. Again, like the bounty hunter cowboy, it has like a lot of crossover. I'm sorry for my voice today, guys. I'm a little sick, so I haven't been streaming the past couple days. Yeah, this looks cool. Dude, his legs are fucking gargantuan. Dude, what the fuck? This has to be armor. His legs are fucking like, he looks like a running back or like a rugby player with these fucking legs, dude. Holy shit. This dude could probably put in some work between the tackles, my guy. Move over, Saquon. Barry Sanders looking ass. Alright, so we have an E2 Melanite. What do I gotta do to get this? Increases attack and ignores their physical dodge. That can be actually really helpful. Damage it when the skill is active, increased by 24% from second skill activation onward. You know, these are some really good buffs for you, because like I like you for your S2. Yeah, this getting increased is really nice. She's just a fun character to use. The attack buff is minimal. You don't use 6-star or something? I just use the characters that I like. Like, this character's gorgeous. Most of the content can be cleared without heavy tryhard teams. So I don't often use, like, I have, like, don't get me wrong, like, I have really strong units, you know, like Arene, Radiant, Sakiko, Horn, Aya, Haruka, and then the rest I can just do whatever I want because these units are so strong. Like, specifically because these 4 units are so strong, I can typically get away with whatever the hell I want. I also have Virtuosa. You know, I can typically just get away with whatever I want to do. You also play the game? Okay. I don't have anybody on support right now. Hold on. How do I add support? Oh, I do. I just don't have them displayed. And for whatever reason, the player doesn't like to copy over shit properly or let you type it properly. How do I add friend? Most people add me. There you go. I like the Uma. I like this one too. The Uma's one of my favorites. The Uma's really strong though. But the Uma's one of my most borrowed units just because I like her so much. The limited event Sui is probably next month. Ah, whatever. I'm not too into the Sui. I already got the unit I wanted. I don't really want any of the other units coming up. Okay. Oh, that's some good coffee. Holy shit. You're saving for limited only now? So like Wang? Wang is the unit everybody wants, right? Like, to show you how little I give a shit about the meta, I want this character. You know what I mean? I was pumped for Andrea. Or Andriana. Like, I really don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I give so... This game, like, you can get away with just nothing. And CC doesn't come out very frequently. Like, I play with this unit because of reasons. Caper is one of my most used operators. Oh, it's doing the fucking thing again. Oh my fucking god. My fucking life, dude. Just fuck everything about my fucking life right now. It's probably a graphics card update. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's not do that. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can fix it normally. Okay. I don't know what it is about the game today. Yeah, the Mumu player. It's probably a graphics card update that I haven't done with Nvidia. Yeah. It only is really bad like when I'm streaming. Unfortunately, if I'm ever like I think because most people don't stream, they're like Mumu player never fucks up. You know what I mean? But because I stream, it adds like an extra layer of fuck upness to it. If there's ever a graphics update or a Mumu player update, you have 4.2. Oh wow, I'm actually broke. I just spent everything on building Titi. In fact, hold on. I should probably buff one of TT's skills. I don't know which one I want to use though. That's the thing. Also, we need to get some people in the trust factory. I haven't built Estelle yet. Oh wow. I haven't built... Okay, you're 167. 133. I was about to say, don't you dare. 34. 114. I think we'll replace you. This is how you get trust, right? I think so.
You have much more.
I gotta decorate the room though.
Intriguing furniture than I thought. Is there some sort of theming to it all?
55. Alright, you're already max. I don't need you. Well, you're already at like the point where I need you. Here.
Considering the weapon size.
Yeah,
this
treat your
place might
ops.
be a little
I have a bunch of furniture. I just
Maybe
haven't
rest
done
it
it, man. I don't know what it is about me, bro. I'm lazy sometimes. All right, let's do the event. Put them in a command center. Okay. That's what it is. That's the trick, is command center. Okay. I mean, this event is so easy so far. Let's do this. I don't like how they got rid of her makeup with her E2. Otherwise, I would use it for Melanite. So she's treating their people with neuropathy that are on death row. The rest are standard medicine. This is a painkiller. These improve cardiovascular functions. This is for blood pressure, and this is for regulating blood oxygen levels. Xantho seems to be hiding his illness and may be unwilling to take medicine. Bring it anyway, and make him carry it away. Dude, what did they do to my girl? Like, can we be so real? Why couldn't they just keep her fucking global passive? Like, the one reason why Perfumer was OP as hell, they're like, let's just get rid of that for her altar and make her, like, completely unplayable. She function different now? She function worse now? You know, cause worse is definitely different than the same. Or better. She function worse now. Also, I use Techno a lot, and Perfumer was one of the few ways that you could actually heal the dolls. Like, Perfumer heals summons, dude. That is crazy when you think about it. Like, if you're a Necras player, like, this might be a good character for you to have. No cap. There's water and cheese pita for 3 in this bag. I'm not going on a picnic. Bring it anyway. You might get hungry. Don't worry, I also got you some good stuff. This box contains soporific incense pills. Just in case. Is that drugs? Make sure you stand upwind when you use it, or you'll put yourself to... Exactly! She just gave him the good stuff. The drugs. I thought we already had made the arrangements. Cassandra has obtained the schedule of the jailer shifts. Astonimus is also welcome in Subliminal Casual. I appreciate you guys being here. It was careless of Lydia to leave them on the table. There hasn't been a prison breakout in ages, so security isn't particularly strict. I'll find the right time, go in, get them out. Shouldn't run into any issues. There's no need to be overly nervous. Yeah, I doubt that's just gonna go that easily. He's got that twink confidence for him though. I'll give him that. I know it's what happens afterwards, and I'm thinking about it. You're worried that you can't distract Lydia? Or are you worried about your future? Well, I'm the one who's actually carrying out the prison break. Lydia is likely to find out about your participation. I may obstruct your company's efforts to develop an Athenian office. Xanthos and Lycion are my patients, even though one of them isn't the most cooperative. When I made the decision, so she's like the tie-in to Rhodes Island for the whole chapter. Is there any chapters that doesn't? I think there's a couple that don't have like any tie-in to Rhodes Island other than like a mention. And by proxy, like a tie-in to like the doctor. When I made the decision to become a doctor, I also made a decision that I will not leave my patient behind. There are some things that have to be done no matter the price. It's Lydia whom I'm really worried about. I need to talk to her. Don't worry about me, but you. Don't worry about me. There's nothing left for me here. The only reason I didn't quit was that I was waiting for Lydia to fire me so that I could collect my severance. Yeah, that's that twink confidence for sure. Not getting it is my only regret. Yeah. That's how I approach my job a lot of the time. It's like the only reason why I haven't quit is because I'm waiting for you guys to fucking fire me. Blame my disagreeable nature. I'm more excited than anxious about leaving this nomadic city for broader horizons. I heard you were only forced to leave Athenius. Oh, you were once forced to leave, yeah. Perhaps you understand the feeling. Yes, I do. Your situation is now much like mine back then. Things will get better for you, I promise. Just as it got better for me. You know, I think Objourner is like a really weird class. Like, Objourner exists in a class where it's fucking broken or it's underpowered. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we either have Haruka levels of absolute stupidity or the class is just not good. Because the heal is typically only on skill. I think one way to make them like baseline good is to give them like a double activation skill like Haruka does, where the skill is infinite after the second activation. Because the Abjurer range is fucking broken. Sanctuary is always nice. Yeah, it is. But there's times where you're taking damage and it's like, I need a healer, but I only have XY deployment, or I only have X medic. You know, with better units, it's obviously not much of an issue. It becomes less of an issue because usually what makes a unit so good is how self-sustainable they are. Like, they don't need somebody to help them lane hold or not die. But yeah, having to carry an extra medic because you're not sure your medic's gonna get you there is one slot that you can't give to somebody else. That's another tool, another puzzle piece. The good thing about Haruka is like she can literally keep everybody alive in her circle. No questions asked. Everybody gets sanctuary. Everybody gets healed to an ungodly degree. Like, if we're looking at Silence Altar versus Haruka, Silence Altar needs to be on skill. Just to give what Haruka gives passively. Like, she needs to be on skill. And if Haruka wanted to, she could give 70% Sanctuary, which is just absurd. I've had, when I fought Patriot, my caster got targeted with like his second phase javelin. My caster, Techno, got targeted with that shit. And Techno ate it. Ate a tank buster because of Sanctuary. Granted, that's like early Arknight shit, and the game has gotten a lot harder since then. A lot more power crept. But still, that's like the big bad just supposed to nuke one person, and Techno just fucking took that shit on the chin. The relic exchange ceremony takes place this afternoon. The Sargonians are allowed to take the engineering notes to the 3 pulleys. They'll be able to dictate how the history is told. This must be stopped. This racist motherfucker, dude. Hold it, Xanthos. You have erypathy. Many on the Sargonian border contracted the disease in the conflict just like you. Dude, I like how, like, just not casually like, this dude is aggressively racist. Even in his recruitment, he's like, I'm good as long as you don't give me any Sargonians. The team, you better not put in them filthy fucking Sargons on the team, dude. I don't want to see no Pepe, no Uma, nothing. Many lost their homes or livelihoods, but you found your footing after coming to Athenius. You've got a new life. Why do you want to get involved in such things? Maybe it's because I have erypathy. I don't have much time left. I must spend what little I have left on things that are more meaningful. Then you're just another Minoan bound to by the heroic dream. I don't think about those things. Erypathy saps the heroic spirit. I have not had the heroic dream ever since I left my homeland. Is that so? Who could have imagined? Ithacos found a good friend on the borderlands. The guards change shifts in 15 minutes. That's your opportunity to get out. Go out the door, turn left, then take the second right turn, then go right every time you see a crossroads after that. You shouldn't see any guards if you get out within 5 minutes. You'll eventually find yourselves in the kitchen, which should be empty at this hour. You can get out from there. So the kitchen's near the exit? That's odd. Oh right, the shackles. Come over, I'll unlock them. Why don't I leave? Well, my situation is a little different. Not everyone. So he is like Socrates. He is he is definitely the stand-in for Socrates. Like, he's supposed to be like the wise guy that was imprisoned, and even though they come to bust him out, he's like, no, this is what they decided for me, and I'm gonna stand by my word to uphold law and shit and my principles. Well, my situation is a little different. Not everyone in this prison is scheduled for death sentence. Some need to be locked up until the day they die, like me. And why should I leave when I don't have to worry about room and board? What difference is there on anywhere on Terra? Maybe not exactly Socrates. Maybe another philosopher. Maybe there's another philosopher who chose to stay in prison forever. But I don't really know. But he's definitely given me them vibes. Or did you want to ask why I made these preparations? Came in useful right now, didn't it? Yeah, he knows how to get out. He just chooses not to. You're welcome. Don't know what you're planning when you get out, but I doubt there'll be a place for you in this city anymore. I don't suppose we'll meet again. Ithacos died for his heroic dream. Divine revelation shown his future. None of us could stop it. But you're not the same. You haven't received your divine revelation yet. Perhaps in the distant future. Until then, live well. Do we get to fight already? No, we gotta do more dialogue. I'm sorry guys for all the dialogue. I'm taking my time because I actually like the story. I know there's a lot of story skippers out there, and I used to be the same, but I actually like this story a lot. All this stone, these incomplete statues, and those scaffolds. Why are they still here? This dude's a prick, by the way. I fucking hate this guy. I knew your people are lazy, but I didn't expect you to be so shockingly inefficient. And where is that Astonimus of yours? She's the one who should be receiving me here. Dude, we need more palace, guys. We definitely need more palace in the game. Actually, any Azling 4 character we need more of, but I do like Palace's attitude. We've already discussed the ceremony with Titi. Purple Violet, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the raid, guys. EX stages tomorrow. Anyway, if people want a suffering, I hope it's hard. I do too. I hope it's hard. How's your stream, Violet? We're just doing the story. I'm finishing it up. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome in, raiders. Got my coffee, got my story. We're all good. Space has been cleared for the ceremony. Speakers in the spotlight have been set up. And signs have been placed around the audience seats. We've completed all necessary preparations. The things you noted are not. I'm not even going to try to say Titi's name. I'm sorry, guys. She's nowhere to be seen. I'm in charge of Sargonian mission now. And it's my needs you must attend to. What a prick, dude. I hate this guy so much. And I think that your preparations are entirely inadequate for a ceremony as important as the exchange of relics between Sargon and Mythos? Or Minos? You fuck with the war, though? As he said, it is an important ceremony. And we will do everything in our power in the remaining time to make the venue as perfect as possible. However, I must put a question for you. What is the condition of the relic that you are handing over, which is of paramount importance to Minos in the First Temple, the Harp of Caressia? I heard that it suffered a serious fall a few days ago at the dock, and that your delegation intends to repair it. Are the repairs complete? And I'm curious, while I don't know how your Padesha and Lydia came to such an agreement, does the agreement include an appraisal as well? You're overstepping, Palace. Dude, I would step all over you, my guy. Pause, no pause. We have an accord with the Astonimus. This will be a massive occasion. She informs me that the priests of Lachedaman and Corania will be in attendance as well. God, these names are fucking killing me, dude. This is unprecedented publicity for you and your temple. You should focus on your full efforts of the preparations. You do not need to worry about anything else. You're right. I look forward to the event in the afternoon. Alright, is it time to fight? Oh, we got one more guy to talk. Okay. That Sargonian sure has his nose in the air, doesn't he? I'm surprised you didn't punch him. Or are your plans in motion? And you're just watching the clown make a fool of himself. Clown, are you talking about yourself? You've been in Athenius a little too long, Corinian. The apples that the Athenian orchards are exporting to Corinia have already been packaged into boxes. Why are you still here? I'm a priest of Corinia. It is my job to attend certain important occasions in addition to business dealings. I'm here at your Astonimus's invitation. Besides, to a Corinian, a transaction that has already been settled belongs in the past. The important thing is to seek an opportunity for the future. Is that why you keep sniffing around like a musk beast in a ditch? What favors did Lydia promise you? Is there anything you won't sell for the right price? Your dignity, your conscience, or even your soul? Everything is for sale if you can afford it. That ass, though. Rather than pay so much attention to me, I suggest you spend it on the people who are not here. You meant Astonimus. It's true that she and her God damn it. Grammatius should be here, but neither are. Perhaps they've been sidetracked by private matters. Okay. I get it. I get this guy wants to talk, but I'm trying to play. Oh, god damn it. These cutscenes always go on a little bit too long for me, man. Good timing. Take over for a moment. We need someone here who can be in charge. I better find Titi. I coaxed a little bit of information out of the Sigonian deputy. Apparently her plan to steal the harp was unsuccessful. I'm worried for her. If she failed, I'll spill the beans at the ceremony. We have to discuss how to proceed after that. The problem is that I don't know where she is. She wasn't at the hotel. She's at the Bird and Beast Ranch on the outskirts. Go and find her. Maybe you'll witness a miracle and find all those things you're worrying about are not a problem anymore. Don't forget what I said to you last night. Alright, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, never mind. I think someone's coming, Master. Do we take a wrong turn? Don't think so. Just one person, I think. We've come too far to give up now. Go hide in that corner. When they pass, we'll knock them out and throw them into an empty cell. Cover their mouth and don't let them make a sound. Oh no, they're gonna hurt our girl. How should I talk to him when I see him? Oh, never mind, it's our guy. So they did the they did the prison break. Next part is the hard part. I have to take you to the ancient route. Cassandra has your documents and luggage waiting there. We'll need to be careful and avoid drawing attention to ourselves. Let's hope it takes a while for the jailers to notice. She was very worried about you. Did you want to say goodbye to her before leaving? I can understand. But she's at the first temple right now, where all eyes are on. It will be difficult. Let me think. Movement over there. The jailers found out so quickly. I don't think so. Sounds like they're the crying of a beast. So is it the Bird and Beast? Is it Titi back? What are Bird and Beasts doing in the... Oh yeah, they got let free from the gate being open. They're coming straight at us. Because they took the harp, which was the gate. And now all the Bird and Beasts are running around. The sheep are running amok, if you will. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. I'm not looking at the flashback, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Finally understand the meaning of the idiom. Suffering is the price of wisdom. I didn't feel that when I was a priest, but now I fully understand how irritating their habit of speaking in riddles is. What exactly is Titi doing at a Bird and Beast ranch anyway? Doesn't a bird... Oh, wow, dude. Look at this. She's fucking Tony Hawking it right now. Dozens of Bird and Beasts charge through the streets with unstoppable momentum, leaving peace officer and herders in the dust, sending pedestrians and stalls flying. They wear the scarf of the Bird and Beast ranch on the outskirts, where Cassandra said Titi was at. Something seems to have frightened these normally docile creatures as they form a tidal wave that rushed in the opposite direction from the ranch. The Bird and Beast at the rear of the stampede, there's something on its horn. Is that a harp? Could it be Cassaria's? Is this the miracle that Cassandra was talking about? Okay, so now we're fighting Bird and Beasts. That'd be cool. If there's Bird and Beasts in this. I doubt it, though.
The hunt begins.
Okay. Wait. I thought I already did this one. Kind of confused. Where do I want to put you? Maybe right here. That really fucking hurts. I need you to stop.
I will complete my assignment.
Wow. That was close to dying.
Cleaning, brush off the dirt, revealing the rich tones of the pottery glaze.
Is there an ally direction movement when immersed? The charge passes through allies until hitting terrain, taking heavy true damage and being stunned. Okay, hold on. I need to think how I'm gonna do this then, because I don't want him to get inspired. I don't think I have you on stun. We can just do it this way. Oh wow. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we're about to do. Uh-oh. I'm actually gonna get these. Hold on. It doesn't reach either.
Speed, no way out for you.
So yeah, they do a lot of damage no matter what I do. What do you do? Okay, I don't think you're that worried, to be honest. There's a ton of them.
Speed, no way out for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Hurry up. My sword will respond the instant I spot. Brush off the dirt, revealing the rich tones of the pottery glaze.
Taking a lot of damage over here.
See the light of my lantern? I'm right here. My light will purge the ice.
Behold, the consonance of innumerable souls.
This is not good.
At attention, I'll impart on you all the cries I've heard.
Skill or death is in my eyes. All the best. This may be a little hot.
That's everybody. Alright, we should be good now. I wonder if you can reach right here.
Adjusting firing trajectory.
You can. Okay, so when they get right here, I could actually hit her with Melanite.
This may be a little
That's a last ditch effort. You don't need to be here anymore. You don't need to be here anymore either. That should be it. I guess they get like, or maybe I was actually dodging it. Never mind. If they hit me, I would have died, but I was dodging it, so they didn't hit me. Okay, so there's another flashback for Perfumer and her sister. The mixed breed, whatever. Rat, Sargon thing. Rat, what is it, Sarkaz? Yeah. Does, Thinny and thin-tailed grass have single leaves or compound leaves. No idea. There's several methods of extracting red velvet mellow essence. Which one is most effective at retaining its soothe properties? No idea. This Baronia that you planted. All I did was help you shovel the soil. I have no idea why you planted or how. You'll be tested on all these things, Lydia. The Athopolu family has venerated Flora the Hero for generations, conducting plant-related work such as these associated with perfumes, medicinal herbs, and plant breeding. The elders are very serious about this legacy. You have to participate in the traditional heir selection ceremony in a few years. You need to remember these things. Everyone knows you're the heir to the Athopolu family. Uncle Steros can't help but talking about how proud he is of his daughter. He'll declare you Flora of Apithol any day now. I know my father hasn't been fair towards you. He's already shown as much kindness as possible taking me in after my parents passed away. Besides, you know, I have no interest in plants. But father has scheduled a test for next week. You'll be punished again if you fail. I peeked into Uncle Steros' notebook. The time harvest has been disappointing. I expect he'll be going to Coronia soon, in order to find suppliers to meet the shortfall. He didn't say anything to me. Crouching in the garden again, Lena. I'm going on a week-long trip. Take care of yourself and Lydia while I'm away. See, there's certain things that I'm good at, just like you're good at plants and perfumes. So she knew even before he was going to do it. Some Skata tradition. Why did Athopolo have to do the selection ceremony out here in the middle of nowhere? The one who finds the rarest plants is the one favored by Flora? Ridiculous. Someone's hurt. We need a doctor and emergency inhibitors. You'll hurt your throat shouting like that, Lydia. Carrying me is hard enough as it is. Put me down. Well, you can help by throwing away that big heavy plant. There's no one more suited at being the heir to House Athopolu, with or without it. I know it doesn't mean anything to me now. The flora of Athopolu cannot be infected. Father will never accept it. I'll probably have to leave Athenius as soon as we get back. So her infection is flaring up out in the middle of nowhere where she can't walk. And now she's about to be exiled. And that's where we get to run into Perfumer after all that had happened. You don't need the approval of that bastard if he's so cruel as to cast aside his own daughter. But the family needs an heir. Write it down, Lydia. Boraginelis. I don't want to say all that. What do you mean? Don't tell me about it, Lena. I don't want to know. Listen to me. It's a common plant across Terra, but it's only known to grow around marshes. It has never been found in Minos. It reminded me of you. You dislike the family tradition, and you have no interest in plants or herbs. As unlike Athopolu as can be, but you're observant, and you're a good communicator. You'll make a good heir. That's your place. I don't want it. Let's make a bet, shall we? Just like when we were little. Take care of this rare plant for me. If the elders have no issue with my condition, then I'll never make you come with me to that boring garden ever again. But if Father shows disgust at my wounds, you must claim to have found this big heavy plant. Don't worry, Lydia. No one will bully you anymore, not even my father, once you become their heir. With you, the Athopolu family will be in good hands. So that's why she disbanded the family, as kind of like a fuck you for casting out Perfumer. That's why she kicked him out. Why did you ask me to come to this public garden? I don't think there is any need for us to reminisce about old times. You may have something to say it. I have a lot waiting for me to do. The exchange ceremony is about to begin. Besides, verifying the guest lists, making sure the ceremony goes smoothly, I must. You must announce to Athenius that Xanthos and Lycan had been found guilty of treason for the intentional theft and destruction of a known national treasure. Not satisfied with turning from perfumer to doctor? Are you making another career to change to defense attorney? This is a critical juncture for the relationship between the two nations. I cannot allow an ill-planned, impetuous theft to destroy everything. A century of war didn't destroy Minos. Are you working for the interest of the people of Athenius, or to protect your own position as Astinimus? I cleached a moral dilemma. Fucking great, dude. Responsible. I can't even. Nice name though, sure. At least they're getting creative with the names. That's the good news. How could a place be ready for today's exchange ceremony if the Sargonian girl hadn't intervened and pushed me to the final phase through with modern effective project management? Alright, I get this. Okay, here comes the herd. Totally forgot that I could take a screenshot this way. Oh, great. I think I gotta do the whole thing again. My game just glitched. Great. Great, 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 great.
Arknights.
Definitely never an issue. Never a problem. Everything is always sunny and bright and perfect.
Let's go dig together, Doctor.
Okay. Let's get back to where we were. What makes you so great, Lena Apollo? You approached a girl that all the Apollolos Athopoilos disliked. Took her to your favorite garden, taught her knowledge about plants that she had no interest in, all of it on your own. You gave her the plant that determined the family's heir, thought the family was in good hands, then left Athenius, gain all of it on your own. You never cared about what I was good at, and it never occurred to you that I stayed with the Athopoilo family, not of any sense of responsibility or for the heir's position. I didn't dislike the garden, Lena, but you chose not to keep it. You chose to take it back from the family after it fell on hard times, turning it into a public facility. That's our fundamental difference. You hate the name Athopoilo as much as I do, but you're always looking backwards, even trying to get it back, while I can never look back. I know you asked me to come here for the sake of the two prisoners. Maybe you're trying to delay me, or maybe you have some other plan in mind. After I become the heir to the family, it took me another 2 years to cast the mantle aside. Only now do I have the chance to do what I really wanted to do. As you said though, no one bullied me during that time. I played along with your game for 10 minutes. It's my final gift to you. I owe you nothing now, Lena. I see. The gray-haired Vopal gazes at Lena's disappearing figure. She had imagined their reunion before Lena returned to Athenius. Afterwards, she had imagined their parting. Never before had she been so acutely conscious that they were going to part ways forever. The woman before her is no longer her foster sister who took care of her, the Lena who gently but insistently instilled botanical knowledge in her. Lena is a Rhodes Island operator now. She has her own dreams and aspirations, her own home that she will go back to, her own family that loves and supports her. None of it has anything to do with Lydia. Suddenly, a thought without any basis whatsoever comes to Lydia's mind. Even if Lena remained in Athenius and continues to work and develop an neuropathy treatment system and continues to have dealings with the Astinimus' office, this will be the last time she sees Lena ever again. Kind of sad. A sad feeling of growing up, especially with your siblings. You should be safe from the Burden Beast's seer. Where's Master Xanthos? I think I saw him head towards the first temple to say goodbye to Cassandra, probably. We'll find a way to meet up with him, don't worry. Why are there stampeding Burden Beasts on the street? Aren't you the Astinimus' Grammatius? Shouldn't you be finding out what's happening? There are already peace officers heading that way. They'll take care of it. This stuff's none of my business anymore. I resigned. To rescue Master Xanthos and me from prison? That's not necessary. You wanted to say you could have gotten out on your own, right? Well, doesn't matter. I was planning to quit anyway. What exactly is your plan, Lycian? I don't know what you're talking about. Please, you never passed your classical drama courses and it shows. You had the exact same expression on your face when you submitted your withdrawal from the preschool after contracting neuropathy. It was the day before the debate contest, and we were practicing archery as usual. You were a much better archer than I was. I was pissed and intentionally fired a shot into the distance with your bow. The accident happened when you were looking for the arrow. I carried you down the mountain and ran into Xanthos. He ferried us to the best neuropathy doctor available, but you got infected in the end. And so, we missed our 7th debate contest that would have broken our 3-3 tie. Is this really the right time to talk about this? Since when did Minoans need a right time to debate? In the halls of Theros Temple, on the streets with drunkards and gamblers. Everywhere is fair game. I thought you would only be down for a day or two, and we would be back in the competition in a couple years. But you just ran away. We never decided the winner all these years. It's about time you gave me back this last debate, Lycian. What's the topic? Let's say whether an infected can become a hero. That's inappropriate. Why? It's a topic you're intimately familiar with. Neuropathy saps a heroic spirit. It's conventional wisdom that we all take for granted. When a child questions it, he or she is quickly put down by the elders who cite various heroic legends. So they believe that neuropathy patients are barred from heroism? That's kind of fucked up, man. Like, why? Like, neuropathy is just like a curse everywhere. I was thinking like the wisdom of all these people with open debate would at least, you know, I guess there were signs that they didn't look at neuropathy fondly, but to even say that an neuropathy patient can't be a hero, it's kind of fucked up. There are no Minoan heroes with neuropathy in the legends. No depictions of originium crystals in the temple statues. Therefore you, a student who aspired to be a hero, gave up on becoming a priest. I wonder how it is in Sargon. if Sargon embraces people with Erypathy with more open arms. Because a lot of times people with Erypathy are really strong. I mean, look at all the people in Rhodes Island that are infected. That could be a reason why they lost the war, because they never incorporated the best of the best. You know, racism can really hold down a culture, especially in times of war. Your every deed is representative of your position on this topic. Don't bother trying to provoke me. We both know there's no chance I'll lose on this debate. I thought about starting over, and Master Xanthos encouraged me. But I realized that someone who knows he has no future cannot commit himself to anything. Regular suppressant injections, a regular lifestyle, and the newest Rhodes Island treatment may take the patient to live longer. But I'm not satisfied with just living. It seems to be the only thing I can do, and I feel nothing but shame about it. The worst thing about Erypathy is not the physical torment, but the inevitable deadline that it sets for all dreams and aspirations. Even if Erypathy doesn't sap the heroic spirit, even if you could become a priest after becoming infected, even if the door to becoming hero used to be opened once, that door is closed now, do you understand? I see. In that case, I win this last debate. Who said the debate's over? What? You've demonstrated your position with your actions, and I shall do the same, Lycian. I'll make you a hero of Minos. Have you any idea what you're saying? There's no other way to get you to admit defeat, is there? Xanthos could encourage you, or the deeds of other infected could move you, but deep down, you would not admit that being infected or not has nothing to do with one's heroic spirit. In that case, the simplest way is to make a hero out of you. I've already quit my job. Wherever you go now, I'll follow and do everything to make you keep on living, make you meet more people, make you be a part of important things. Yeah, they're definitely shipped, dude. What is this? Some newfangled punishment? What do you get out of it? You know, I was never the most motivated guy. I grew up to be that guy who always punches out exactly on time and never breaks a sweat when he could help it. Heroes are way too far away from my life. I don't want to become like them, no matter how glorious it might seem. I'll make a hero out of you, a true hero. One whom everybody recognizes, as that's what's in it for me. I get to win our last debate, that is all I want. You're out of your mind. Thanks for the compliment. I'll take that as a yes. Oh, but you're late stage, aren't you? That's a pretty big disadvantage for me. Is it true that you have difficulty seeing and you get dizzy easily? What are you talking about? I'm just mildly infected. I don't have those kinds of symptoms. Mildly infected, but you keep going to the Rhodes Island clinic. Kyria Athopoulou had to pay you a home visit, and you rammed the hotel kitchen because you couldn't see the stop sign clearly. You've got it all wrong. It's Master Xanthos' condition who's serious. Xanthos? We never had a plan, Hakademos. Master Xanthos broke out of prison with me because he wanted to do something that was worthwhile to him, while he still could, even if the price is his life. That makes a lot more sense with his actions now, because he's actually just going to die anyway. You shouldn't have come here, Xanthos. People are gathering at the temple. You might have been able to avoid the crowd when you came, but it's going to be much harder to leave. Now go. I have come to say goodbye. I don't think we'll meet again. Whether the farewell is face to face or not doesn't matter. What matters is that you're at peace. Go back to your homeland, Xanthos. Go and see that old river, even if it has dried up, and melted snow always flows down from the mountains. Maybe another water source nourishes your homeland now. I know, the priestess of Endymion watches over all our souls. You always give us false hope. I remember the day you first came to Athenius. It was a rainy night, and you walked into my temple with Ithacos' bloody chitin. You were downtrodden and lost, but you told me your promise with him when he went to war. You said you imagine yourself ferrying him to the temple on the other side of the city on the Delphi Canal. It was the flame of hope, weak and faint, but burning nonetheless. It is not a false hope that I instilled. It is a real hope burning inside your heart. It was real. It still is. Only that I hoped you would nourish it with life, but it grew into something else that you ruminated over it. Going back to your homeland, you might remember the past that was even longer ago, and let your pain be soothed by the voices of the past and the never-changing winds. What about the Sargonians? I know you think about the exchange ceremony. Divine Revelation has made arrangements. Whether the heart belongs to Minos sings its song again, the people will once again be united. In Caressia she'll drive out all the Outlanders. Divine Revelation again. There is always a question that I wanted to ask. Hold on, I'm gonna wait for it to get more into frame because I kind of want to take a screenshot of this. Alright, that looks good. What is divine revelation? How does it get people to willingly go to their deaths? It's the power of faith and belief. It's the accumulation of 1,000 years of dreaming about heroes. The thing that makes Minoans Minoan. We don't have gods in the sense of the word that the Outlanders use. Our gods are our heroes, each and every one of them. Our hero, Caressia, was once an ordinary woman. It was the guidance of divine revelation that led her to sing songs of heroes and unite the suffering Minoans on the path that leads to where they are today. Divine revelation represents our deepest desires. Believe in it, and it will guide your path and make you a hero. Do you mean that Ithacos longed for death? 9 years ago, Ithacos came to the temple and asked me if his dream of a river running red with blood was divine revelation. I wanted to say no and to tell him not to go, but I couldn't do it. Divine revelation poured forth from my tongue, but I could not stop it or alter it, because it was not my place to deny someone else their most earnest desire. As for Ithacos, the blood and tears shed in the construction of the nomadic city of Athenias run deep in his bloodline. It was ever in his mind even when we served the temple together. He sought a way out for his soul, a place beyond Athenias that he could build and protect. But death was the inevitable price for this wish. Perhaps you're telling the truth, but I have a hard time accepting it. I know. Suffering rages in your blood, which pale words cannot soothe. Nothing I can say can truly console you. But I wish you could. It's been 5 years since you came to Athenias, 5 years since we met. You spend most of your time at the river. You never come to the temple, and we rarely see each other except in the front of Ithacos' grave. I never needed the guidance of a priest, but I was always watching you. You were Ithacos' friend, the last trace of life you left behind. I could see some small comfort if you lived well. It was one little bit of selfishness that I allowed myself outside of my duties as priestess. I watched you acclimate to Athenias' rivers, watched you take in an apprentice, and watched the two of you go about your days together. Lycaon is an honest, serious boy. It made my heart at ease when he was taking care of you. Empty words could not comfort you. But what about those details of life? Have you not found comfort in it, even in an instant? Was Athenias everything you thought it would be? There must have been something that was better than you expected, wasn't there? Maybe. Then go think back on it, and think back on your past, and think about whether you've forgotten anything that was more important. You needed to live well. even if only for Ithacos' sake. Okay, here comes the stampede. I hear something outside. I need to take a look. The hour is near, Xanthos. Leave quickly to avoid the crowds. I think he's gonna be the final boss. Dude, who is this, man? Why do we keep seeing him? He just has this name stray tourist. He's gotta be important. That they're hiding his name. The temple's so big. I don't think they've been released, otherwise it would have been spoiled already. Because, you know, we're 6 months behind CN. The temple's so big. How do I get the audience seats of the theater from here? That Coronian priest with a long name said he was going first. Or was it going away for a moment? Is he coming back? What do I do? What's that sound? It's the Burden Beast. I'm pretty sure all these were drawn by Asling too, with the color on them, just by their color scheme. Celery, onion, eggplant, wait for me. Not a single Burden Beast responded to me the whole way from the ranch to the city. What's going on? Did something frighten you? Is it the harp, maybe? Tomato. Were you waiting for me at the rear of the herd? Guess the extra care I gave was worth it. Just give me a moment to catch my breath. Oh, Tomato. Tomato, come back. Wait for me. There are a lot of people in the city. It's dangerous to run around like this. Besides, it's rude to run around and make noise in Caressier's temple. That's right. Good one. The Burden Beast, they stopped. All she did was gently put her fingers on the Burden Beast's head. Even Cauliflower, who's normally the grumpiest. They say that even Burden Beast could understand the music that Caressia played on her harp. I always thought it was just a legend, convinced myself it must be. I never thought I would actually meet someone who could talk to Burden Beasts for real. Who are you? How do you talk to Burden Beasts? Can you teach me? Talk. All you need to do is open your mouth. You can do it, can't you? What a dick. No, what I mean is, how do the Burden Beasts understand what you're saying? They don't. At least I don't think they do. The girl lifts her finger that was on Cauliflower's forehead. The angriest Burden Beast immediately lowers its shoulders and stomps its hooves, preparing to charge. The girl puts the finger back. You still have strength left. Impressive. Are you the herder? Give me another minute. We'll settle down once she's out of energy. Yeah, he managed to not say his name again. So I'm assuming it's important what his name is. The rest of the herd will calm down once the leader does. So you just overpowered Cauliflower with a single finger so easily? It usually takes 4 or 5 strong guys to keep her down. And even that's not a guarantee. Your name's Cauliflower? Nice name. It suits you well. The tile beneath Cauliflower's feet is cracking. Alright, that should do it. The girl lets go and Cauliflower's knees buckle as she lies down on the... So this is a girl? I thought that was a guy. Then the girl does it to the rest of the Cauliflower's herd one by one, calming all the Burden Beasts in no time. Dude, I swear I lose every 50-50 on is this a girl or a guy on this entire event. Like, my fucking 50-50 luck on guessing the proper gender of all the characters in this entire event has been straight L's, dude. I haven't won a single one. I guess that's the real Greek spirit, huh? Hold on 1 second. Lost my page. Here is fine. Just straight L's on the 50-50 luck here. Huh? What's that on your horn? Thank you for your assistance. Our distinguished guest, Siniska. Is this important? Siniska, honored priestess of Lachidaman. Has this person been spoiled before, who they're supposed to be? I wonder. I'm not that into Arknights lore. I'm still kind of new. As for the harp you are holding, please give it to me. It is the harp of Caressia, belonging to the first temple, which we have been waiting for. Titi, found you at last. Did you follow the stampede and burden beast to this temple? What happened at the ranch? I just fell asleep. I guess that's why she attacks you in your sleep. At the ranch last night. Then I heard a huge commotion before Mio woke me up. Then I saw the harp was gone. I saw the burden beast running down the hill, so I followed them and ended up here. Was it the burden beast that brought the harp back to the square? Yes, it's the miracle that we've been waiting for. The true harp of Caressia. Now, the only missing thing for the ceremony is the play, which isn't so hard. I memorized Caresira's roles in all the plays. Once we settle on a program, we'll find the people to play the rest of the roles. About that, I would like to select the play for the ceremony in my capacity as supervisor of the first temple's completion. Why are you so serious all of a sudden? What's the play you have in mind? Caressia and the Outlander. You mean the play that was banned for political reasons and afterward? Just show, don't tell me, please. And afterwards remained underperformed even after the ban was lifted because no one wanted to play the role of an Outlander? Yes, it used to be the most popular classical play used in traditional ceremonies. I will play the role of the Outlander. You don't need to do this. We all know how kind-hearted you are. No, I want to do it. I thought long and hard about it last night, and I realized that this was my responsibility as a Sargonian, here and now. That was a good cutscene. That was a good after. Alright, I think this is the last one. Let me double check that. Not this one. This one? Yeah, it's the last one. Okay. Alright, let's go here. So, boss fight where? We do have drones. Melonite's not going to be the best, but I'm still bringing her. Because Irene can always get charged up by being inspired. And when that happens, she becomes a fucking nuke to anything in her range. Such a beauty. The warm winds welcome the gentle rivers of Delphi through the mountains. Oh, so we're in the play now. Dude, Palace is so fucking cute, dude. Her expressions are amazing. Look at this smug-ass smile she has. Her cheeks are so puffy, dude. She definitely does look drunk, though, all the time. Upon ruin and rubble, we have built our temple. Now the sacred flame burns bright in the fragrance of flowers and incense. The songs and legends of heroes have given us courage to gather here this beautiful day. Remember how greedy outlanders invaded our land, enslaved us, and silenced the song of all. But our faith held strong. The outlanders could not break our will, nor chain our free souls. We, the people of Minos, formed in union. Our faith will act and will victorious. Our faith and will victorious. Now, we drive the last outlander from our soil. As she recites the lines, Pallas seems to see the old first temple and the mountain-rimmed gardens through Caracera's own eyes. Ah, my fucking god. Alright, well, that's what I get for not updating my drivers before stream. We go again. We go one more time. And I could tell it was completely frozen there because it was in text. Which is okay. It's all good. Just a quick restart away. Okay, start. Who's on the Arknights? I said it at the same time. I don't know who that is though, off the top of my head.
What will we be doing today, Doctor?
We'll be fucking shit up. Whispering. Okay, here we go. Maybe should have put Project Red on stun. But I don't think it really matters. Okay. Now we drive the last Outlander. Okay. In the mountain room gardens for Cursoria's own eyes. Once the people had lost hearth and home together before Cursia, hearth and home. Sword of hearth and home. Good sword. Just as the citizens of Athenius gather before Pallas now, sitting and standing, they are all holding their breaths, waiting for the most important moment. The moment that comforts the hearts of all Minoans and shows them that the long night and nightmare have passed. The beautiful future that the divine revelations and her heroic stories spoke of lies before them. Agamemnon's soldier, the last Outlander, is here. Her heart beating wildly, Titi steps on stage, slowly but firmly. This is what she has chosen in her role, her play and her role. There are words that she must say, things that she must do. I repent for all that was done by us, our fathers, and their fathers before them. We have trodden upon soil that was never ours, whether by choice or under the guise of compulsion, out of greed and baseness, out of fear and cowardice. The hands that should have nurtured families tore the families of others apart. The spears that should have protected their own nation were pointed at innocents. We must pay for all that we have done. Your dagger, my lady. Cursea picks up the executional dagger. The weapon has accompanied Cursea ever since she hung her harp on the laurel tree. Years of fighting have taken their toll in the form of chipping across the blade. Also, it's going to be a dull blade she's going to be fucking executed with. Someone sharpen this blade, man. Seems agonizing. But the tip remains sharp enough to take a life. Yeah, I bet, but that seems like a terrible way to go. The Outlander relaxes as Cursea prepares to make her move. Oh my god, dude. The art in this entire chapter has been utterly amazing. Look at this, dude. Fuck my life. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go again. I just need to get through the main story, and then I think it'll be okay.
Arknights.
Alright, for sure. That almost sounded like Gabriel, dude. I can't tell by the voices. There's so many characters in this game. Excuse me for not understanding them all off the top of my head. I'm starting to get more familiar, though.
ごきげんよう、ドクター。今晩マスカレードを開きますの。ご都合がよろしければ、ぜひお越しになって。特等席をご用意しておりますわ。
Let's just skip to the art scene and we should be good. Here we are. As dramatic music begins to play, Palace, playing Caressia, hesitates a little. Titi suddenly recalls the soldier who gave the blade to Caressia. His face was covered, his figure unfamiliar, and his motions somewhat halting. Was he once one of the actors that she picked for the play? Titi begins to feel unsure. The stage of the theater is wide and empty. The audience seems so far away, but Titi can hear their clamor. Are they excited about the play? She has her eyes closed. Kill her, make the invaders pay. Oh my god. Or was it for the Sargonians standing before them in the theater? She looks up at the dagger in Palace's hand. The tip of the blade, which should have been made of rubber, reflects a metallic gleam in the sun. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think they traded out the dagger for an actual one. That's why he was hesitating. All must end here. Only then can we retrieve the heart from the laurel tree, drink fine wine, and return to the mountains and land that nourished us. The play must go on. She must believe in her friend and the heroic spirit of the Minoans. Titi closes her eyes. Despicable. Disgrace. Uh-oh, here comes Xanthos to ruin everything. Have you no pride, Minoans? Have you no honor? Have you no heroic spirit? The audience falls silent. They slowly part to let a tall figure through, walking towards the stage with dignity and resolve. He walks on stage and kicks the Agamemnon soldier standing in his way to the side, swapping the dagger to make the murder look like an accident. Since when did Minoans learn such underhanded methods? Why are they murdering her, by the way? I don't get it. Are they make... Now that is what I wanted to see. A surprise, something unexpected. Of course, it would have been interesting too if you hadn't held yourself back. So did he swap it out? Is that what this is about? Athenius' business should be handled by the citizens of Athenius. We should trust Pallas, even if this man didn't make an appearance. Siniska. Please excuse my impetuousness. Asinimus, what in Padisha's name is going on? It is an insult to have a Sargonian play such a denigrating role. And what did the man mean when he talked about the dagger? As an emissary of Sargon, I cannot allow. Kindly collect yourself, Kiros Benoi. It was Kiria Mashire's own decision to play the role. It is hardly becoming of an emissary to shout like this during such an important occasion, when the dust has yet to settle. Xanthos. So you never left Athenius. Xanthos remembers the day when he raised his oar at the Sargonian he had tied to the tree. But then he heard the horn of victory coming from the foothills, and the joyful Liberi brought news of the truce. The frightened Sargonian stumbled and fell as he fled. Xanthos' comrades held him back to prevent him from killing the prisoner. Slowly but surely, resentment began to build in his heart. Life and vitality were gone from the soil of his homeland, but the marks that the Sargonians left behind linger. Their banners, their landmines, the dam they built, which killed the river, became an inevitable scar, or an indelible scar upon the land. He saw many Sargonians make a hurried retreat toward the border on his way to Athenius. He never joined the Minoans, who threw rocks and spat at them because it was not enough. In Athenius, he roared his ferry to the Delphi Canal day after day. He watched the ebb and flow of the canal. He could not keep the river in his own heart in check. Rage roiled in his heart, seeking an opening. Now, the opportunity that he had waited for so long has finally come. He clutches this oar. I, a criminal thrown into death's cell, awaiting trial, have awaited an eternity for this moment. Okay, don't fucking freeze, please. I just want to take a screenshot. Sweet. No matter what punishment awaits me for all these reasons, I will stand before the Sargonians and my own people. Nothing will hide, and ask my question of you. The audience is hushed. Even the hardy Sargonian deputy falls silent. I lost my home and my dearest friend in the war. I followed in his tracks and saw countless of our own deaths store along the way. The dreams we once had were trampled underfoot by the invaders, never to be rebuilt. Why, I asked the invaders, did you set foot on this land that did not belong to you? And what makes you think you can shamelessly come to Athenius just a few years after the truce, acting like nothing ever happened? He looks up at the two people in the middle of the stage. The Sargonian woman opens her mouth, but closes it without saying anything. Pallas lowers the dagger. My people, I am surprised how quickly you forget. Did a century of colonization and oppression leave nothing behind in your hearts? The Sargonians destroyed our homes and cities, distorted our culture, extinguished our language. Is this memory not enough to be on guard against the Sargonians? How could you cast the past aside? How dare you continue to deal with them? Culture, exchange, fine words. They're not just talking or taking the technical data from the construction of the three polis, but the blood and sweat that we shed when we built them. They're taking away the evidence of their crimes, rewriting history, creating an illusion of Sargonian friendship to wipe away the memory. All of you are accomplices and accessories. Xanthos looked towards the audience. The Sargonian deputy is furious, while the Astonimus and Athenius is utterly impassive, as though she fully expected him to be here. Cassandra is looking at him with a worried expression a short distance away, while his apprentice Lycion is watching from the shadows in a distant corner alongside his old classmate. The two people on stage look stunned. He does not know how much of it is an act and how much of it is his own imagination. Lying beneath their feet is the soldier whom he kicked aside, looking equally surprised. Yes, the war is over. It seems like we could forget all the hurt and pain and begin a new life. So, we dug out the divine revelations, dramas, and legends from old paper piles, built temples and altars, and thought we were continuing the legacy of the heroes. Does a life of leisure really bring inner peace? Do pale words really comfort the departed? I see only conspiracy, scheming, and selfish desires. Where is the spirit of Minos? Where is the true heroic spirit? All is silent. Then the Sargonian woman steps forward. I can see the frustration and yearning in your eyes. You want to cross swords with Sargonians, face to face. That is your heroic spirit. Here is your chance. Come, as a Sargonian, I owe you this battle. Alright, that's a pretty cool way to set up the fight. I wonder if it's Titi or Minos that we're fighting. It seems very much like Minos is the bad guy. Alright, so we got that douchebag. We got spears. I'm inclined to let them have all this space and just hold this right here. I want to see where these people go first though.
If you need me to, I'll wreck this place without hesitation.
Okay.
Won't you open? 'Tis a visitor, rapping at your heart chamber door.
Easy does it.
Alright, we do have this to gotta worry about too. Okay, hold on. How do I want to handle this? These guys aren't nourishing this, but Haruka will. These guys are gonna cover so they don't get inspired here. I guess I can put her facing this way and she can maybe help out. Oh no, we have another bottom row, hold on.
I will complete my assignment.
Okay. Just relax and leave it to me.
Weapons good. Ready for data collection.
Alright, that's 2 activations of this. Should be more than good.
At attention, the Tempest must wipe out all that blocks the way.
Okay. From here, I'm not really worried about it too much, to be honest with you.
Man, don't huddle there. Hard from this is the blast area.
Let's put him to sleep.
Just relax and move the mold, restoring the flexibility of the fabric.
I'm here.
Oh, are you not in range? Wait. That's the second activation, okay.
Stress concentration point measure.
Hmm.
I'm here. Maximum output reached. Your command.
Alright, hold on. Here comes the boss. I didn't see what he really does, but
Name suppressive fire.
not too worried to be honest with you. Give myself some time. I'm just trying to give myself some time.
Your command. Name suppressive fire.
Oh, I had enough fuck to activate that. But, no need to worry. I should be able to get this off in time. It is a lot of damage, but it's not... Oh, never mind. I'm dead. He's inspired.
同じ作戦を描いていますわね。スピード。この黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。I'm here. Name suppressive fire.
Okay.
Your command. I'll be careful. This may be a little hot. Your command. Name suppressive fire. I'm here. Name suppressive fire. I'm here. Do you hear that? That's the sound of the Reaper making her advent.
So they're gonna go this way now? I think I want to use you here.
Your command. Don't huddle there. Hard for me to assess the block.
You want to topple me? By what?
Watch out for fires!
Locked and loaded.
Wow, you do a lot of damage. You know that, right?
Speed.
I had to look in to see what you do, because you're fucking me up.
Command. I'm here. Behold, the symphony of countless voices.
I'm not used to being this high up.
My heart will be the judge.
I'll give you the best
Hold on.
plan possible.
迷っている暇がありませんわね。
Do you have a second phase too?
Let us lift our instruments.
Hold on. Here comes your second phase, and for your second phase, I got a couple alts for you. I hope these guys don't. Okay.
Let us hearken, sing with the cosmos.
Don't step in my heart will be the judge.
Oh, he has like a fucking phantom?
Doctor, 人形がかりそめの命を
I think I can put the phantom to sleep.
You're the one getting beaten.
I don't know what's going on here.
At attention. You want to topple me? By what?
Speed. No death is in my
Can't hit him.
See the light in my heart will be the judge.
Adjusting firing trajectory. Complete.
I'll be careful. This may be a little hot.
No!
Skill.
Oh, no! Fuck.
Sorry.
Alright, at least we get to see what he does.
Sharp enough.
He almost didn't make it out of there. From a dried waterway. The hell is a dried waterway? Gains greatly increased HP, attack, steal, splash damage. Imagination of Ruin becomes disabled. Okay. When Itho is defeated, takes true damage equal to its max HP, becomes stunned. Dried waterway is disabled. The fuck is dry? Is that like the Attacks it 3 times, deals Divine Revelation, dodges physical and arts damage from your non-immersed units. If it coats in numeral, stops attacking, becomes invulnerable, draws and absorbs water from fountains within certain range. Hope. Cast immediately after sufferings complete, becomes invulnerable. So, okay. Deals arts damage multiple times to your non-immersed units over a period of time. The fuck is dried waterway? Okay. Heroic Ideal? What's that? Oh, this guy? Oh, so you summoned that. So killing you would be nice. Okay. I didn't entirely hate our positioning there. Oh, what do I get out of this? Can I bring a support unit? Uncommon to this. Uncommon to that. Hold on. This is where I get guaranteed rock drop. I think I'm gonna go with the guaranteed rock drop. I haven't brought the Sargonian in a long time. Like, I really didn't hate our positioning there, but I feel like I can adjust it for the end. Oh, great. Didn't hate the positioning. We just gotta go again. Maybe if I close this, it'll help.
Arknights.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Morning, Doctor. Still remember the dance moves I taught you yesterday?
Bring the other Sagonian. Takes a Sargonian to kill this motherfucker. Okay, so these will become immersed if I heal them. How can I do that? Put you here first. I think you were fine here.
My hammer's not so weak.
And then I can put TT right here.
Aggressive. Looks like we'll have to settle this with force. Easy does it.
I don't know. I don't know if I really care about the other fountains that much.
Illusion and intimidation.
Oh shit, hold on.
I will complete my assignment.
私の武器は誰にも扱えるわけではない。
Got an idea. Bam! I've swallowed up the sun.
Cleaning, conservation, repairing, restoration. I can do it all.
It's a good slow, but we're almost immersed here.
Just relax, brush off the dirt.
Okay.
Revealing.
You wanna topple me? By what?
貴様の生死は私が決める。
I'll give you the enemy cover demolished.
Got an idea? Enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
My sword will respond the instant I spot the movement. See the light of my lantern? I'm right here.
Behold, the symphony of countless voices.
Alright, we're going too fast.
Got an idea? What? You think you're a better robber than me?
You can live, you can live, you can live, you can live.
Let us play.
Fuck, you can't live. How long do I have to my next deploy? I don't.
Speed or death is in my eyes.
Put him to sleep.
Remove the mold, restoring the flexibility of the fabric.
Alright. I don't really got to worry about blocking him this time. It's just you might die because of you. Okay, I have 5 seconds on Sakiko. That's actually huge.
Got an idea? What? You think you're a better robber
Yeah,
than
she completely melts this motherfucker. And he came out just in time to take this true damage. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. It's just the last couple people now. These guys. What am I hitting? I think I can get them. I can at least get this one. Alright. Now who else is left? There's 3 more people. I think 3 people spawn here, right? Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Remember, patience makes perfect.
They're gonna summon some assholes if I don't kill them. I don't think I'll be able to kill them in time.
Locked and loaded.
Damn it.
Relax. I'll enough dreaming. Only nightmares come with me.
You're immersed, you can kill him. You're immersed too, you can kill him. You can't kill him, but you'll get this guy. Okay, it's just that guy now. Alright, cool. Easy peasy. All it took was the overpowered Uma. And like a god spot, dude. That was literally a god spot for Naruto. All the main people were like within 1 tile of her. That's literally like that's literally the one spot she would love to be in the entire map. It's been a long time since I last felt hot blood flowing in my veins. Not since I left the battlefield and left my homeland, have I? I gotta say, he was easier than the sheriff. But I didn't actually use strong. Never mind. I don't know. The sheriff was kind of a cheese. The sheriff cheese is that he phases through your units and kills everybody in range. But there's certain units that just don't give a shit. No, there's certain units that are like, all right, I kill you. Like fast redeploy, don't really care. Ranged units don't really care if they're out of his range. Stuff like that. It's just the phasing that makes it cheesy. And if you put people too close to his range when he does his arena impersonation, it'll kill everything in range. But yeah, this guy, I guess, like his numbers are definitely higher. It took a lot more to put him down, and he spawns another boss. But I felt like he was kind of easy. The vision begins to blur from the loss of blood. Everything's covered in a white glow, and he instinctively closes his eyes. He hears the song of a harp, but he does not know from whence it came. He forces his eyes open and sees himself in an unfamiliar space. He seems to be floating in midair, people passing in front of his eyes without acknowledging him. It is as though he is in a dream. Reused asset. Minoan captive. I'll never work with the Sargonians. Beat me, torture me, kill me if you want. But you won't get one word out of me about the gorillas. So there are gorillas. Skata. Why are you so angry? I thought Minoans liked logic. That's what the stories of heroes all say. Are you trying to butter me up? I'm not talking. No need to be so on edge. Just wanted to have a conversation. I don't like interrogating people either. But I'll be reprimanded if I don't spend enough time in here. Nothing I can do. What are you doing, ma chère? Are you so stupid you can't do something as simple as interrogate a prisoner? I'm on it, sir. Piece of trash, some noble puh. The prisoner I wonder who the previous ma chère was. The prisoner watches as his interrogator jumps up from the ground nervously, while his superior leaves after casually hurling a few words of abuse. Both seem used to such a situation. It is as though the officer cusses and abuses the guard on a daily basis. The guard's complexion is young and pale. He has a thin, mild manner very different from the villagers' impressions of Sargonians. The prisoner warns himself not to let his guard down. Sargonians are cunning. People, perhaps the two of them conspire to put on an act. Well, I have to act like I'm interrogating you. Could you say something? Anything? Anything. I've got a litany of curses for you. I could go on for days. Let's talk about something else. Something nicer. Something that can help us forget about our struggles and hopelessness. Tell me some Minoan heroic stories. I know some of your legends from ancient books that I've collected, but they're not easy to find in Sargon. Wait, is this her father? Wait, no, her father was nobility. He wouldn't be on the front line like this. You already told this story a couple of days ago, I remember. Anything else? Think? Weren't we just putting on a show for his superior? Why is he taking such careful notes? Why would a Sargonian love Minoan legend so much? Is there something not right with this guy's head? You've only told 100 or so. There must be more stories and legends in the land of heroes. Trying to provoke me, not falling for that. Fragments you heard from the elders as a child are fine. It doesn't need to be complete or popular. The kind of story that would make a little Sargonian girl dream about Minos. I guess it is her father. It's Titi's father. There must be more, right? Titi's father is kind of an asshole, huh? Skata. Well, if that's what he wants. I'll just make one up. It's not like this idiotic Sargonian could tell. Alright. Oh, so Siapi was just a made-up guy. And I'm pretty sure this is Ithacos, the silent hero. It is the strangest experience a prisoner has ever had. No one would believe the story if he told it. He decided to take it with him to his grave, if he ever gets out of here. Bloody brother, or bloody bother, finally got him off my back for the day. I didn't know I was so good at making up stories. I should become a bard if I ever get out. If I ever get out. Is that a crack in the door? Did that Elithios forget to lock the door? Or it could have been the old guy in the cell. The ages could have lined up. There's also a guy in the beginning that was dreaming in a river of blood. It has been a long time since he saw the stars. It almost feels like he is dreaming as he breathes the air of freedom again. Is he out? Is he free? Just like this? Useless trash. Should have been that Minoan cell every single day. And you haven't gotten a scrap of intel about the gorillas. Sorry, sir. I've been taking records, but he contradicts himself every day. I'm afraid nothing he says can be trusted. I know you couldn't get anything done, incompetent fool. I'll interrogate him tomorrow while you watch and learn how things are done in the Lord Emir's army. Yes, sir. The fugitive hears the guard and his superior talking in the distance. He hastens his movement through the bushes. The movement seems to have drawn the attention of the Sargonians. How did that prisoner get out? After him, Mashair, you worthless shit. You are dead if you don't catch him. Hearing the sound made by the skinny guard's ill-fitting armor sets the fugitive's heart at ease. He knows a single Sargonian could never catch him on this Minoan land. He takes one final look as he escapes the Sargonian camp. The fugitives sees the frail guard stumble and fall. The guard's luxurious armor, probably an heirloom, weighs him down so much he struggles to get himself off the ground. Or perhaps he just wanted an excuse not to get up. Did he really forget to lock the door, or did he finally find an opportunity to leave a crack? The prisoner does not know. The only thing that the prisoner knows... Fucking shit. God fucking damn it. I'll get this fixed by next stream. It is really rather annoying though that it keeps happening. Am I almost full of space? Could be it. It's Moo Player. It's I think it's just because I have a graphics card update. And I'm running out of space from all the recording.
Arknights.
Alright, let's watch the after. I'm just excited to know what goes on. Alright, don't crash as I'm skipping, please. The only thing that the prisoner knows that he'll never forget the time he spent at the Sargonian camp. And the ridiculous looking Sargonian. Was he tan? Is that why he was ridiculous looking? Is he? I'm pretty sure it's Titi's father, and there's like no other tan characters, that's why I say that. What is this? It's my father. Xanthos turned around in surprise and sees a Sargonian woman standing in the same vision as he. There's surprise on her face, yes, but there's also nostalgia and poignance. So yeah, she believed in the false tales of Ithacos. I know he came to Minos in the Lord Amir's army, but was sent back to Sargon for his incompetence. He would have received a heavier punishment, but what little glory the house Machair had left protected him one last time. He never really achieved anything, and it wasn't a surprise that he would mess up after he was conscripted. He didn't like to talk about his time as Minos. I never asked. I didn't know this was where those stories of the Minoan heroes he told me came from. He's very different from my image of a Sargonian. Yes, he was always weak and soft, never talking back when insulted to his face. I always wondered why he loved heroic stories so much, when he was the furthest thing from a hero. No wonder he told me the story of Siapi, the silent hero, so many times. The hero who kept a secret for 30 years. He planted the seed of heroes in your heart. Badasha Kiri, I have high hopes for you. Titi, Natsuhu Mashahar. It is an honor. Do you understand why I appointed someone like you to lead the mission? Someone so young and inexperienced? You must have your reasons. You're so much smarter than your father was. The house of Mashir was a noble house with a rich tradition, and I was on good terms with your elders. It pained me to see the family fall on hard times under your father, who was frail and idle. I arranged a cushy post for him in Lord Amir's army in Minos, safely away from the front lines, and he almost got himself sent into a court-martial. When Minos came up again after all those years, you were the first person I thought of. Young Titi is much sharper than her father. I thought, I'm sure she will have no trouble bringing a harp to Minos and bringing back a few blueprints that belonged to Sargon to begin with. You'll do a fine job and do your family proud, won't you? Yes, exalted Padishah. I love the legend of Minos, and I've wanted to see true heroism with my own eyes since I was little. I'll make sure the Minoan mission goes perfectly. The Padishah said a bunch of flowery words to me before I left, but I never understood why he made me head of the mission. I guess it's because it's easy to get rid of me if something goes wrong, and I had no idea that those blueprints contained such detailed records. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of their crimes. Frankly, I don't really care about doing the Masher name proud. I came because I wanted to see this land that I've always been fascinated with by my own eyes, to chase the legends that I've only heard about. Or perhaps I wanted to find some answers about my father. What is the land of heroes that father really what is the land of heroes that father talked about really like? And what is the heroic spirit really like? I wanted to learn to find out. That's why I came to Minos. Have you found the answer? Yes. What about you? I was once like you, Xanthos. Palace, you too? We're all in this dream together. I've seen with my own eyes. I should have borrowed Palace for this fight. That way I could have had a lower accurate fight. But I don't think anybody has her up. Like, almost nobody has this character. Or at least I've never seen her on support once. But she's cool. I would like to have her. I've seen my own eyes how our people died shielding their comrades from the Sargonians, and heard the screaming of the wounded being amputated in the village huts. Hate flowed in your heart and mine, in the hearts of every Minoan, even now in my heart. I know. But have you ever stopped to think about why we love to drink, besides the sweet fragrance of wine and the joy of harvest that it represents, the inspiration and joy that it brings us? Besides all that, it's also because it makes us forget, if only for a while. Too many things trouble us and make us hurt, but we can't forget them completely, because to do so would be a betrayal. So we drown ourselves in drink, seeking a moment's forgetfulness. But then, I had to leave Minos. You're a Palace, aren't you? King sports fan. Or Knight sports fan, sorry. You're Palace, aren't you? The medics told me you drink here often. Yes, I am. What is it? You're Minoan, right? You've been to in the Lachadaman competitions? So this is, what is the importance of this? This is brought up a lot. Is this like a tie-in to the next event? Or do they have some other significance to Minoan? Do you know Dikiai Polos, the Blood Knight? Did you ever fight him? No, but I've heard of him. A Minoan infected who participates in the Kazmir's majors, I think. Well, actually, the competitions in those two places are not quite the same thing. But they're both clashes of physical ability and skill, aren't they? Well, I knew it. The principles of strength are the same everywhere. The Blood Knight must be strong because of the Minoan urging. You're funny for thinking there's going to be another Minoan event. I think it would do them well to give us another Minoan event. Am I in isolation that I think this event's really good? That I thought this event was like such a breath of fresh air? And yeah, I don't know. At least the story. And like all the Asling 4 characters. Maybe another 5 years, that's fine. But what about the this place? Lachadaman. Is this Minoan? Because we have those emissaries, the blue people, who I'm assuming are also Minoan. So maybe, yeah, it probably is a place in Minoa. Or yeah. Minon. The principles of strength are the same everywhere. The Blood Knight must be the strongest because of his Minoan upbringing. I wanted to meet the Blood Knight, but he's retired now. Still, it's an honor to meet another Minoan master. Can I have your autographed? Anywhere is fine. How about my t-shirt? Gets Palace's signature. Thank you so much. So, do Minoans have a special way of training? I heard you love drinking. Is this part of your training? Accelerating blood circulation with alcohol and increasing explosiveness? Dude, no, she's just drinking because she's a drunkard, my guy. The medics also say you can fall asleep anywhere. This must be a way to save energy. You only fully utilize your physical ability when necessary. Yeah, you're in like a little over your head, buddy. I see. This is why the Blood Knight was so explosive. These are just my personal habits. I don't know how the Blood Knight trains, but I doubt. I get it. Just fantasizing about things. Did I get carried away? I hope I didn't cause any offense. It's alright. You really love Dikipolis, don't you? Yes. I lost all hope after learning I have erypathy, but the Blood Knight gave me the will to live again. I watched recordings of his bouts so many times, and I even started training myself, hoping to join the infected nightclub someday. He was the one who blazed the trail for the infected Kazmira's night sports, paving the way for the Radiant Knight's return to the tournaments. His bout with the Radiant Knight, I'm assuming this is like Malnar or something, was one for the ages. But I was here for it, and I cried when they took the podium together. I don't know, he doesn't really strike me as the sporty type, but it's got to be somebody in that sphere, right? The Radiant Knight. I wasn't sure why I cried. Maybe it's because I saw a flicker of hope for the future. I guess he's the kind of hero Minoans talk about. He's infected. According to conventional Minoan wisdom, he's not a hero. Do infected heroes have some kind of special title in Minos? Yeah, trash. No. But he's a hero, yes. No one can deny it. Traditions don't stay unchanged forever, Xanthos. The stories of the heroes defined and shaped who we are. Yet because heroes arise from among us, We, in turn, possess the power to define them and to reshape what it means to be a hero. I learned that after I left Minos. Again, this is definitely a boy, right? This is a boy. This is a girl. Boy, girl, boy, girl. I thought this was a boy at first. I'm trying to win my boy girl 50-50 with this event, all right? This is a boy. 100%, right? All right, I'm finally like what am I at, hard pity now? I'm at hard pity now. All right. I'm at hard pity. This is definitely a boy. They can be whatever you want them to be. You know, that's some thinking that I like to see. That's the type of thinking we love to hear around here. I heard you destroyed another Sargon cavalry. You know, they can until they use gendered language, and then it's like, well, I guess they're that, you know. Although a lot of languages, the gendered part is very loose. Especially in Tagalog. Like a lot of people who speak English from native Tagalog, they often get misgendered things wrong, and it just comes down to the way that their language works in the Philippines here. I heard you destroyed another Sargon cavalry unit that tried to sneak across the border. Oh no. This person destroyed that? This person is a war criminal? I told you not to call me that when we're in the village. It's embarrassing. It was a title that we gave to Pallas. Whoever leads us to victory is our goddess of victory. And that's what Pallas said when she left. You can use this overblown title however you want, if it scares the Sargonians. As long as we still have our goddess of victory, yeah, see, goddess, you'll see the Sargonians away. Yeah, although Sargonian raiders still come every now and then, since she signed that non-aggression pact with Sargon's border tribes on behalf of the villages in the area. The raids have been getting fewer and fewer after we won a few victories. It's all thanks to the reputation of the goddess of victory. Besides, inheriting Pallas's title makes me feel like I can't give up, which helps me pull through these tough battles. It doesn't just scare our enemies, it also inspires our own. Yeah, that's what heroes are for. The village of Akrati brings back so many memories. It's very much like my homeland. All the villages of Minos are alike. The same soil nurtured us. But it's not just because the same soil that we're a single nation. It's because we know the same stories. Only we, upon seeing the olive branch, remember how the hero Phidippidus, like feet? Phidippidus ran from Athenius to spread the news of our victory over the Sargonians to the other cities. He was carrying the olive branch of Athenius, and so it became the symbol of victory and hope. This is what truly belongs to us. Something that outsiders and invaders cannot take away. As long as we keep living, we'll carry on these stories, and we'll change the tradition so that the legend of Minos heroes may continue, that the spirit of Minos may continue. Minos is wherever we are. So this is very much like Thor Ragnarok, Asgard type deal. Asgard is a people, not a place. Now there's blood all over it. It is a strange scene that unfolds before the eyes of the citizens of Athenius and the guests from the Sargon and the other city-states. It is an exhilarating battle, but when the oar-wielding Minoan's warrior blood falls upon the strings of the harp and in the hands of Caesaria's statue, the ancient harp begins to make a sound, like an old machine starting up after a long slumber, its gears slowly beginning to turn. As the harp begins to sing, the trio on stage slows down, entering a trance-like state, sometimes angry, sometimes sad, sometimes laughing, sometimes weeping. When the Minoan challenger is finally overcome by exhaustion and slumps down by the statue's pedestal, the other two on stage finally break out of their trance. They look around themselves in confusion before running towards the challenger, reaching out to him to try to help him up, but getting no response from him. Alright, don't fuck up. I just want a picture. The shouting, the cheering, and the angry yelling have all ceased. Those present begin to realize that they have witnessed a miracle. The harp that stopped singing after Sargonian's invasion has returned to where it belonged and declared, "The tradition continues, and a new chapter is written in the stories of heroes." So this is the outsider that was slain? The harp's music echoes in the sky above the square. Xanthos looks up. The autumn sun is painfully bright, but for some reason, it seems to bring back dim memories, back to the day that he said goodbye to Ithacos. Do you believe that the gorillas can defeat the Sargonians, even though we've been losing for a century? He nods. I haven't received any divine revelations, and I can't tell the future. I can't even leave with you. But I will promise what I can. I'll protect our village, our houses, our farms and flower beds. Perhaps we can go to Athenius, where you came from, once you're victorious. I'll still be a ferryman, ferrying you to your workplace at the temple on the other side of the city, as the sun shines upon the Delphi Canal. I've been imagining the scene ever since you described it to me. So this is verbatim the very beginning of the story. What the very introduction that we had. Are you listening, Ithacos? Minos is in for a cold winter this year, brother. Yes, but the spring will be all the warmer for it. He finally remembers what he said to Ithacos, and remembers the warm smile on Ithacos' face at the answer. The pain and anger of losing a dear friend had clouded his memory and caused him to forget what was most important. But things will get better when spring comes and the war is over, when life gets back on track. The wounds of the earth will heal, and the snow melt from the peaks of Heria will continue to flow, bringing flowers and reeds home. 1 second, guys, sorry. Alright, the afterword. 1 second, I'm gonna mute. I gotta clear my throat. Sorry about that. We push on. Medication and suppressants that need to be administered on a regular basis, fresh from the Rhodes Island office. I heard that Astynomos' office has lifted the detention order on Xanthos and his apprentice, and does not intend to press charges against you for helping them escape. Yes, I learned that later after Lydia had guessed our plan and intentionally made things easy for me. Stands to reason why she wouldn't pursue the matter. But the three of you still intend to leave Athenius? Yes. Standing will only give my old classmates idea, or staying, I'm sorry. He needs to see more places, meet more people, do more things. Yes. I rarely see you so honest, Lycion. I wouldn't have had 3 operators keep an eye on you if you were like this when you were my patient. Sorry for the trouble I caused. Looks like Xanthos' actions at the temple had considerable influence on you. How about you wave the white flag and admit that Aripathy doesn't sap the heroic spirit at all? Pain. Pain and suffering. Here. We're almost at the end. Okay, it's not loading at all now. Never mind, there it went. I'm just restarting everything. Give me a second. Okay. I think we're back in business, baby. Back in business, baby. Lungman, level 20. Okay.
Arknights.
Arknights. Who is that, dude? Who the fuck is that, dude? Who said that?
Hello, 박사. 아까
It's not you.
일 있었는데 들어볼래?
Arknights.
No. It was definitely a cat of some sort. I don't think I own them. You're a coyote. You're not a cat either. Pretty sure you're a wolf. Wasn't Jessica. Dude, who was that? Was it one of these? It didn't sound British.
Arknights.
Yeah, see, it didn't sound British at all. Is it Swire? Swire doesn't talk like that. Swire talks kind of like a bitch.
Arknights.
Hayes? That's a good guess. Hayes is 4-star. That's a very good guess.
Arknights.
It is, dude. Totally Hayes, bro.
Arknights. Arknights. Arknights.
That's gotta be a fucking alert somehow, dude. That's perfect. Alright, here we go. Should go, or you'll miss the ferry. Xanthos' substitute is not as flexible about late passengers. He won't wait for you. Skata, let's go, Lycion. Thank you for the medicine, person. May we meet again. Hey, stay off the lawn. I just worked on it. Well, I suppose 2 young men won't be as nearly destructive as a whole herd of bird and beasts. The flowers and grass they ruined haven't been cleaned up yet. Too bad about the blue boronia. Don't cry, Lydia. If bad guys ruin your house like they ruined my old home, we won't have a home to go back to. What would we do? Don't worry, I'll never leave you behind. Even if the house is gone, even if we're separated. I know. Look for this garden if you're away from home and don't know the way back. Garden? Yeah, I'll plant blue boronia here, so you'll know you're home when you see it. And if you find the way first, mark it the same way, won't you? Alright, it's a promise, Lena. The public garden's lawn, once filled with flowers and herbs, now is only filled with bird and beast footprints. Even if it was a temporary loss in its beauty, however, the blue petals remain in the soil. So many blue boronias. You think of the past too, don't you? Thank you, Lydia. I'm home. I like this guy from Asling, where they just like rescheme his color. It's pretty cool looking. I brought this year's apples, Cassandra. The portion set aside for the temple's offering has been sent to the cellar. I saved this for you and the other. Like, it has like a combination of armor and high-tech gear, which is very much Arknights. Thank you. It's very kind of you to do it every year. Our good harvests are all the thanks to the help of everyone in Athenius. Besides, you helped so much with coordinating the temple. You seem to be in a good mood today. To us, nothing matters more than the harvest, and a good harvest brings happiness. Nothing matters to us more than everybody's happiness, and the harvest is an important part of it. We're counting on you. I'll take my leave now. The pomegranate will be ripe for the harvest soon, and there are branches waiting to be trimmed. Sweet apples and bright sun, what a lovely day. The ceremony at the first temple has successfully concluded, and the ferryman that you are caring for has found hope. All is well, isn't it, Harriet? Why do you look so sullen? You're the one I'm worried about. Me? Why? I've been thinking about what you said when you came back to Athenius. You said you saw the beginnings of Minos in your dreams. You saw Caressia and her first temple. You said you thought a lot about Minos' past and future, about your own goals and direction. All this is why you came back. The events of the recent days seem to corroborate my interpretation of the divine revelation. It is not a beautiful future of smiles and flowers. The unease lingers in my heart. Divine revelation is simply the direction that the spirit of heroes has shown us. It is not an inevitable future. We learned about that in preschool. That's true for an ordinary revelation, but, for example, I wanted the harp to return, but the peculiar mannerism of its return makes it seem so inevitable and unchangeable. Look at that from a different perspective. While the final goal was to return the harp, the manner of its return was wondrous. Perhaps it's the same for my revelation. Or perhaps your interpretation is not the final goal. It's the only one of the trials of the process, and the goal lies elsewhere. I hope you're right. Besides, the recent events have demonstrated that it was right for me to come back. Minos needs me, and I need it. But you didn't want to take over the first temple, despite the fact that the bulk of the work is done. Is it because you believe your Eurypathy will be an obstacle to priesthood? But Xanthos has told me about the vision he saw in the temple square. I thought you didn't worry anymore. Traditions can be changed. You were right. I can initiate a vote at the council. No, I didn't propose rebuilding the first temple to be its priestess. I wanted to unite our spirit, not just Athenians, but the other city-states and Minoans too. I heard Lacedaemon. Oh, so these are states of Minoan. Lacedaemon and Corinea have changed a lot. So those are the three. This one, Athenius, Lacedaemon, and Corinea have changed a lot. I want to see them for myself. So you did come to say goodbye. Not quite yet. I want to see the temple project through to the end. I'm not missing the completion party that Cantia is already planning. Carefree as always. Thank you for the kind invitation. It was an unexpected play. Athenius is about to depart along its planned route, and it's time for us to depart as well. I hope you excuse the unpredictable events that occurred. It seems I did not plan for every possible contingency. On this, there is something I'm curious about. The ferryman openly accused you of making secret deals with the Sargonians on the Temple Square, and that you were summoned to the council yesterday for an emergency hearing. Yet, you are back in your office safe and sound. Did you have a trump card up your sleeve, or is there more to this matter than meets the eye? More than meets the eye is overstating it. I had simply made certain arrangements for the follow-up to this matter. The council heard the explanation and is satisfied that I remain competent to govern. As for the details, I regret that I am unable to share them as yet. They will reveal themselves in due time. All we need to know is that you remain Estinimus of Athenius, with sweeping authority over the major matters of administration and governance. I'm glad to hear it. And now I have a formal proposal to make. I'm sure both of you understand the dramatic changes are happening in Minos right now. It is the case at Athenius, it is the case in Lacedaemon, that a new arena is being built, one that will host competitors from far and wide. This is leaving itself really open for us to come back. Like, there's a lot of groundwork for us to come back. I hope Hypergriff brings us back soon. Maybe in a couple, like, maybe like next year. Perhaps the word tradition is not quite music to your ears, Estinimus, but don't you think that now is the time for us to revive the old traditions? Changes are happening across the land. How about the three polis set aside their rivalries, return to the old city-state federation, and revive an ancient festival? The scattered villages and minor polis will surely answer the call, and the nation will go stronger. It will be the perfect opportunity to restore Minos' glory and to spread the sacred flame across the land. What do you think? She's going to tell him no. Is this what you've been snooping around? Or is this why you've been snooping around, Athenius? You are investigating us? Old merchant habits die hard. Can't go into the market without doing research. I apologize if I caused any offense. You're good at causing accidents. I'm afraid I can't give you an answer right now. That's not a problem. It's right to be prudent. What about you, Priestess Siniska of Lacedaemon? I cannot make decisions for Lacedaemon by myself. However, there is one thing which I am sure. Lacedaemon never turns down a challenge. I'll take you across the river, then you should go directly back to Sargon. Man, I feel like a prisoner being deported. Just kidding. I understand your friendship towards Minos, but are you still Sargonian nonetheless? And I have a hard time abiding Sargonian feet upon the soil of Minos. I understand. I've been thinking whether there is anything else I can do for Minos, for the mistakes of my forefathers. He lived? What the fuck? Whether I should leave the engineering notes of the three polis and bring only the blueprints back. After all, the Padashai only told me to bring back blueprints. Then I thought it wasn't enough. It's just a half-hearted compromise, an excuse to run away from our responsibilities and lessen the feeling of guilt. I should bring them back and display them in my museum, so that Sargonians can see it and know that their history books are lying. Your Padasha won't be happy about it. Who cares? My family wasn't ever particularly good at making the Padashas happy. Besides, I met with your Astinimus, that shrewd Vupo. Oh, so she is a fox mixed with something else. Yesterday, I learned that she had already made preparations in advance. She had scholars compile and photocopy all the documents, and even wrote a paper on it to be published in the Columbian Journal. Oh, the Americans got their hands on it. It's going viral. Once the exchange was complete, and I brought the documents back, she asked me to write a foreword from the perspective of a Sargonian, providing endorsement for the paper. And she wanted to leverage the connections I built while studying in Columbia to invite experts to study these invaluable historical records. She said, dude, I like the expressions. Even though I'm reading and missing them, I can see them in the corner of my eye. She said that she would name me an honorary Minoan for this. I admire your courage. Just doing what my father couldn't. Besides, I enjoyed my time in Athenius. I went to see the priestess of Endymion temple yesterday, and she said the vision I saw on stage was a divine revelation. It was a surprise, because the book said Minoan divine revelations only happened in dreams. Divine revelations can occur in the forms of dreams, visions, or voices, but dreams are the most frequent form they take, because they are an important way for us to interact with the spirits of heroes and the departed. That's what the priestess said. I told her about the vision on the stage and the dream I had at the Bird and Beast Ranch. She gave me a very detailed analysis. Finally, she told me in that solemn and mysterious tone, "You may not believe it now, Kira Mashire, but I believe your revelation is a sign that you will one day become Padasha." Oh, for real? I hope this isn't the last we see of Titi. I love this character, man. I'm so glad I pulled for her. Maybe it's just like buyer's remorse making me like her more, because she's not necessarily strong, but I really like her character, really like this story. How did she get to that? She wasn't messing with me, was she? I'm an honorary Minoan now. I'll actually believe what the priestess of Endymion tells me. You're free to believe. Divine revelations are simply a form of guidance. Believe in it, and it will bring you strength. Perhaps a lot of tragedies could have been avoided if a Padasha like you ruled over the Sargonian border. I think I understand now. Then I'll take it as a sign of the responsibility I may have to bear in the future. I'll do my best. This public announcement, is it a referendum? Yes. I'm going back to Athenius after I take you across the river. The citizens of Athenius will vote on whether to banish me from the city for my recent actions. But you did it for Minos. Regardless of the reason, I must face judgment for my actions. It is a responsibility I must bear. It's time. Let's go, Kurimashire. I saw Ithacos again in the vision, as well as the river of my homeland. Was it red with blood? Was it in your dreams? No, it was quiet and gentle, as I remembered it, not pristine, not carrying the sand and mud that nourishes the soil and life. A beautiful revelation. You'll be able to take up poems again, no matter where you go. Yes. Whatever the result of the referendum, whether he stays in or leaves Athenius, Xanthos will accept it with grace. He walks toward the square. Three months later. Oh, we already have a time skip? Look at this letter from Lateranen. Hey! Hey, does it have a bullet in it? A most stunning revelation. The study of history is a continuous process in seeking the truth by eliminating misconceptions. I am impressed by the courage that your nation has demonstrated. In this editorial in a Colombian newspaper, Sargon shows integrity through proper recognition of history. I've been calling in favors every single day to repair the damage you've done. Ever since that special exhibit that you had after getting back from Minos, I hope you understand that such maverick methods only work once. If anything like this happens again, you better think about what you'll do once you're removed as a curator of the Varjavandabad Museum. Is this your will or the Padasha's? Is there a difference? My will is the Padasha's will. I thought we had a consensus before we left Minos. The success of the exchange ceremony and the mission of friendship with Minos is all thanks to your leadership. In turn, it will be your responsibility to explain things to Padasha. However much or little you say is entirely up to you, as long as the Padasha is happy. The exchange ceremony was completed under my leadership to begin with. Besides, how was I to know that you would be such an audacious as to... Don't think you're in the clear just because I smooth things over for you this time. There won't be a next time. Besides, and don't you dare say I didn't warn you. This matter has significant impact far and wide. My connections have told me that the city of gold has sent a herald to Manat Hamat. You will watch your words and behavior from now on. Okay, buddy. Fucking prick. Oh, yes. It is the return. The other Manticore. We have Manticore in brunette, if you will. This is Manticore in blonde. I love it, dude. I fucking love it. I can't wait to this character to be in NPC jail for the entirety of Arknights history. But still, we can only hope one day. Hold on, don't fucking freeze on me. Okay, cool. Such noble elegance and dignity. You must be the herald of Shahanshah. Your presence honors this humble museum. Have you come to see the exhibits? If you want to see the new special Minoan exhibit, You stay put. I will guide the... Oh my god. What a fucking cockblock. The exhibit can wait. I have come to communicate the Shahanshah's will. His Majesty has heard of the mission from Manat Hamat to Minos. He is most interested. You came to escort me. It is my greatest honor. My family is one of the most honored houses in this land. It was always my greatest dream to serve Shahanshah's city in the City of Gold. I knew one day I would. It's not for you I seek, Effendi. Kindly close your mouth. It is making far too much noise. I love her, dude. I love her. Even the pause on here for some reason. But I love her. Titi Nasuti Mashahur. His Majesty awaits your presence in the City of Gold, that the King of Kings might hear your time in Minos. In your own words. You should make your preparations quickly. The Shahanshah is eager to hear from you. Do not keep him waiting. Of course. So I guess she will be Padasha soon. What a good event, man. What a good event, dude. I love this event. So what can we say that hasn't already been said? Oh my god.
We can take care of ourselves, Professor. You just focus on giving orders.
People really hate the story, I guess. Well, whatever. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing that can be done. We're gonna end stream here though. Hope everyone had fun. See you guys in the next stream. Till we meet again.